The Buddha once expressed a truth that continues to echo through generations. Attachment is the root of suffering. But when we look deeply into our relationships with our partners, family, or friends, are we truly loving them from a place of selflessness, or are we simply attached, grasping at something we fear to lose? In today's world, love and attachment are often misunderstood as being the same. Many of us are taught, either subtly or directly, that the more we cling to someone, the more we care. We interpret our dependence as devotion. When we need someone constantly, when our emotional balance is tied to their presence, we take it as a sign of profound love. But is that really the case? When we pause to reflect and look closer, we may begin to realize that what we often call love is, in truth, attachment. And unlike love, which brings ease and harmony, attachment breeds anxiety, fear, and ultimately suffering. In this video, we will delve into the essential and transformative difference between true love and attachment, as taught in the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. By understanding this distinction, we can change not only the way we relate to others, but also the depth and quality of our relationships, fostering connections that are nourishing, liberating, and peaceful. Picture this simple yet profound metaphor. Two individuals standing quietly in a serene garden, watching a beautiful butterfly flutter about. One of them, with a gentle heart, opens their hands softly. The butterfly rests there for a moment, then gracefully flies away. The person smiles, grateful for the fleeting moment of connection and beauty. Now imagine the second person, fearful of losing that same butterfly. Instead of opening their palm, they snatch it in their fist. In the act of trying to hold on tightly, they crush its fragile wings. What was once alive and free is now broken, destroyed by fear and control. This simple scene captures the essence of love and attachment. True love is like that open hand, allowing, gentle, and free. It offers space. It embraces impermanence. It cherishes without gripping. It honors the natural flow of life and relationships. Attachment, on the other hand, is the closed fist. It grasps, it clings, it holds on tightly out of fear, of loss, of change, of uncertainty. And in that tight hold, it can suffocate and damage what it tries so desperately to keep. Within Buddhist teachings, love is known as metta, a love that is unconditional, boundless, and selfless. It seeks nothing in return. It offers itself freely. It wishes happiness upon the other, even when there's no benefit to oneself. Metta liberates. Attachment, however, is born from upadana, the act of clinging, of grasping at things, people, experiences, and outcomes. It is a desire driven by fear, the fear of change, the fear of loneliness, the fear of not being enough. Yet, in clinging to what cannot be held forever, we sow the seeds of our own suffering. Have you ever heard someone say, "You belong to me"? At first, it might sound romantic, like a declaration of passion. But if we look deeply, can one person truly belong to another? Aren't we all individuals on our own unique journeys? Attachment turns relationships into contracts of ownership. We start feeling entitled to the other person's time, love, presence, even their emotions. We expect them to fulfill our needs endlessly, and when they don't, we become fearful, jealous, controlling, even resentful. The Buddha gently reminds us, nothing in this world truly belongs to us, not our loved ones, not our possessions, not even our own body. All things are impermanent, anicca. Everything we hold dear is constantly changing, constantly evolving, and the more tightly we try to hold on, the more pain we experience when the inevitable occurs. Try holding a handful of sand. The tighter your grip, the more it slips away, but if you hold it gently, openly, it remains for a while. That is how love should be. Light, open, and rooted in freedom. So, how do we know if what we feel is genuine love or merely attachment in disguise? Let's take a moment to reflect on a few questions. Do you feel anxious or unsettled when your partner is not around? Do you worry they might lose interest in you if you're not constantly available? Do you seek their constant attention or validation to feel emotionally secure? Do you feel possessive, as though they are yours and should not be emotionally close to others? Does the mere thought of losing them stir panic instead of peaceful acceptance? If your answer to these questions is yes, then what you are experiencing may not be true love. It may be attachment in its emotional disguise. Now contrast this with a different set of reflections. When you love someone, do you sincerely wish for their happiness, even if it doesn't involve you? Do you feel a calm sense of joy simply from their presence, without wanting to control their thoughts or actions? Can you embrace change in your relationship, accepting that love matures, shifts, and transforms over time? Do you support their growth, even if it takes them on a path away from you? If so, these are signs of true love, a love that is built on compassion, trust, freedom, and peace. The Buddhist teachings emphasize that real love should never be a source of pain. If what we call love is filling us with fear, jealousy, or insecurity, then it is more likely an attachment dressed in love's clothing. So how do we move forward? How do we let go of attachment and allow love to flourish freely? 1. Practice non-attachment. This does not mean we avoid relationships or become emotionally numb. It means we learn to love without clinging, to appreciate each moment without fearing its end. 2. Reflect deeply on impermanence. All things change. When we internalize this truth, we become less afraid of change. Instead of resisting life's ebb and flow, we begin to embrace it. 3. Cultivate metta loving kindness. True love is not transactional. The Buddha taught that love means genuinely wishing happiness for others, even when we gain nothing in return. Practicing metta bhavana, loving meditation, helps us nurture this open-hearted love. 4. Develop inner peace and emotional independence. If our joy depends on someone else's presence or approval, we will always be vulnerable. Real peace is found in a steady, grounded mind. When we're content within, love becomes an offering, not a demand. As we let go of attachment, we unlock a higher, deeper form of love, one that feeds our soul, nurtures others, and allows space for growth, change, and freedom. So ask yourself, do I love or am I attached? Do I open my hand in trust or do I clench my fist in fear? Is my love offering peace or silently creating pain? The Buddha once said, if you let go a little, you will have a little peace. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of peace. Let this teaching be your guide. May we all learn to love without possession, to give without expecting, and to connect without clinging. May our hearts grow wide enough to embrace change and gentle enough to allow freedom. If this message touched your heart, consider subscribing to our channel for more teachings rooted in Buddhist wisdom and timeless reflection. Together, let us walk the path of clarity, compassion, and enlightenment. May you find a love that liberates and a heart that rests in peace.